Hello and welcome back to Star Trek Online Cadet to Fleet Admiral. We're doing part 10 this week, and the mission is Frozen. Now before we get started, if you are joining me live, there's a couple of chat options in the description below. One, Streamlabs. You can pay real money to have a message sent to me and I'll read it out, and it helps out the stream. The other one is a free sponsored messaging. Pops up a little advert in the corner up here. There's no sound to it. Last 15 seconds your message pops up after it, and I get a bit of advertising revenue from that. The other little thing is we may have somebody joining us in a little bit, so if that happens, I'm not sure whether we'll carry on with the mission that we're doing or we might just pop out of it, do something else, and pick the mission up again at another time, which will probably be next week. And as promised, at the end of today we're going to take a trip to Deep Space Nine, and I'm going to show you what to do with this contraband which we've been collecting. So without further ado, let's get on with it. We'll have a look at our duty officers and the R&D that we started. I think it was last week, wasn't it? We started doing it. So let's collect our rewards. Failure. Lovely. Right. That got us quite a bit of experience. And we'll collect that. That got us to level 2 in beam straight away, so that's now opened up the second slot, which is what we're talking about. So now we can do beams, and I think we'll do projectiles. We'll do the weapons first. So we'll do beams and projectiles, and then when we get to level 4 in one of them, we'll open this up and we'll do one of the others. Maybe engineering or science or shields. Probably engineering or shields. We can start working towards building a set for our ship then. Right, well, we'll do that at the end anyway, so there we go. So we're on Frozen. The first part of it is called the Chase. We've got to go to the Dara 4 system. So, and we're actually already here, I believe. Yeah, we're already here. So we need to find the sweet spot to enter. You remember this little bug from a few weeks ago? I'm gonna fly around. Oh, here we go. Can we get out of this? We're stuck inside the star. Well, we're not inside it. I suppose the gravity well of the star, we can't escape. Oh, there we go. Begin frozen. That'll do. If that does happen, it happened once before, if you remember, on the stream. But if it does happen to you, just log out, go back to the character screen, come back in. It should pop you out a little bit further away from the star. I should have reread the mission briefing because I can't even remember what we're doing. I think we're chasing what's his name? The Reman. Obisek, that's it. Okay, so we got here. Lieutenant Commander, just call me Captain. The Remans are jamming our sensors, and there's no way to determine where the base is located without assistance. We need a guide. Okay. Sensors are picking up a communication satellite nearby. We should be able to modify it to emit a signal that the Remans will think is from one of their ships. When the Remans send somebody to investigate, we can get a sensor lock on their ship and follow it back to their base. Okay. So we're going to use the communication satellite. Over there. Over there. There it is. let's go scan this anomalous reading first. Micro nebula. Hexafluorine gas. The modifications are complete, Lieutenant Commander. When we trigger the transmission, the Riemann should think it's from a vessel that is losing power and needs assistance. There's a micro nebula after our location. That should be sufficient to conceal the Freya's energy signature, while we wait for our Riemann guide to arrive. Okay. It'll be the one that we just passed through, won't it? Send the signal. Yay, it worked. Okay. See, now she calls me Captain. Captain, the Riemann ship has cloaked, but its engines are damaged and sensors are detecting a tachyon leak. They can't stay hidden for long. If we distract the Romulans, then the Riemanns will have the chance to decloak and go to warp. Otherwise, I don't think they can last long against the Romulans. If the Riemann vessel is destroyed, we'll lose our best chance at finding the base. Okay, yeah, well, I can't imagine a T0lval, last bird of prey, lasting long against the Duridex, to be fair. Or us, for that matter. I suppose we're going to go and deal with the Romulans. Don't be starting a war now, I think was the cry in the last mission. Incoming hail from the Romulan vessel, they know we're here. Well, no shit. Putting it on the main view screen now.
Ah, you're a good distance out of your Federation's territory, aren't you? Offer no aid or assistance to these Riemann rebels and leave this system immediately. If you do so, I can overlook your intrusion into an internal affair. Otherwise, I would be forced to see your presence here as an invasion of Romulan territory. That would be unfortunate. For you.
Yeah, he's got a point. I kind of agree with him. But we're going to have to go and shoot him, aren't we? I am not firing first. There we go. He shot me. Oh, we just picked up a quantum torpedo launcher. Let's take a quick look at that. That's got to be better than the photons that we're using. Yeah, we're using Mark II photon torpedoes. So let's quick view to the front. Place the rear weapon. That one's better than that one. That's good. Don't know what the Romulans were doing with the quantum torpedo, but never mind. Now she's back to the Lieutenant Commander. The Riemann scout ship has decloaked. They're trying to shake us. We need to stay close until we get a lock on the ship's warp signature. No, we're going as fast as we can. We are catching up. More Romulan forces.
Warning, ship is under attack.
There's the quantums.
Target shields have failed.
Get away, get away. Not moving quick enough. Ow. The Riemann just warped through an asteroid. Right, the Riemann ship has executed a short warp jump. Have a lock on its coordinates, sir. We can engage warp as soon as you're ready. Not just yet. There's some hydrazine gas right there. Okay, let's follow the Riemann scout. Fine, I'll correct it for you. I'm not picking up any ships here, Captain. But I wouldn't be surprised if there are one or more cloak ships in the area. Riemann cloak ships can appear as concentrations of tetryon particles. I will continue scanning the area. Okay, well, if there's multiple cloak ships, they'll probably know that we're here. There's something interesting on the planet's surface, however. Sensors are detecting a large underground installation. It could very well be the base that the Riemann resistance is using. The entire area is protected by a magnetic shield, though, so we can't transport inside. There is a series of caverns connected to the installation. We could send a team there and try to find a way to disable or circumvent the magnetic shielding. Okay. Well, send a team, I should stay on the ship. No, I'm not going to get that choice, am I? Captain, this is incredible. The underground cavern we are in is natural, but the base itself, it's a ship. A derelict class if my tricorder readings are correct. The Remans removed a derelict vessel into this cavern. We appear to be in a maintenance area adjacent to the hull of the ship. The Remans probably mined these tunnels for raw materials and picking up multiple veins of ore that could be useful if they are replacing the ship's parts or weapons. I am not reading any way into the ship from here though. We need to find an entrance. Okay. Let's switch our weapon. The cavern seems to be occupied by indigenous fauna. We should proceed with caution. Yeah. Cavern made of ice. Oh, there's a mining laser. Right, so I assume this tunnel leads directly into the main area of the base, sir. It is completely blocked. I wonder if a weapon on its highest setting would breach it. Okay, we're going to use the mining laser. This gate is made of titanium alloy. There's no way a hand weapon will blast through it. We need something with a lot more power. That's it. Sir, did you see the mining laser? If it's operational, we might be able to modify it to do the job. I think the controls for the laser are on the other side of this wall. Okay. I'm assuming. They're over there somewhere. Over here. Malfunction. Engaging automatic shutdown. Okay. Something must be wrong with the mining laser, sir. We should perform a more detailed scan to determine the source of the problem. Okay. Let's go do that then. Mining laser's power system isn't strong enough. We won't be able to cut through the titanium. I think there are several different ways we can fix this. Your career training will help. Okay. We've got engineering, science or tactical option. Wait a minute. TAC officers can fix things? Your engineering instructors always said to determine the cause of a problem before you attempt to solve it. Well, yeah. You would start by running a level 1 diagnostic on the mining laser's power systems. Okay. Where would that be? Oh, there. No malfunctions detected in laser. Power supply is inadequate to operate laser at full power. Recommendation: replace power conduits to increase capacity. The damp and cold conditions in the cave could have caused some of the power conduits to fail. If you can find the damaged ones and repair them, you should be able to increase the output of the mining laser. Okay. Well, there's somewhere in here apparently. This one? Yeah, over there. That could just be pointing to something I haven't. Oh, hello.
Enemy target on sensor.
I hate spiders. Especially giant ice spiders. Oh, what do you know? Got something in common with the first officer. Right, there's one. There isn't one in here, is there? Just use the... There we go. Press V, you can use the tricorder. It scans and normally does point towards your objective. Or it could just be an anomalous reading of some sort. It's there, see. That's 2.
Enemy target on sensor.
You did it! Accolade complete, Mr. Fix-It. Power to the mining laser is steady and it should be ready to fire. Oh good. You ought to keep running about, it's freezing down here. Success. The path inside the Riemann base is clear, Lieutenant Commander Captain. The Riemanns will be alerted to our presence, so we'll need to be careful. But I have a feeling that Orbisek wants to see us. Yeah, he wants to see us to pay for the property damage that we've just caused. Well, they're not hostile. Let's not accidentally shoot anybody, yeah? Yeah, perhaps we should have just knocked. Sure, that would have worked. Why are you here, outsider? Ask your questions and I will answer. Why are you fighting the Romulans?
My wife was working on a mining ship. This was not a military vessel. It had no weapons and limited shields. It was not in restricted space and it threatened no one. The T0lval captured it and questioned everyone on the crew for weeks. My wife died screaming in a T0lval interrogation chamber. I fight for her.
Fair enough. What do you want when this conflict ends?
What do I want? I cannot answer that question. All I wanted, all I will ever want, died with my wife.
Okay. Tell me about your life
The
here.
nights are cold, and there's not enough food. It is a place like any other. For now we are safe from the T0lval, but I fear that will soon change.
Or maybe we can give you like a small power source and a replicator. Seems to be a lot of people we can talk to. We going here? No. The guy we've just spoke. Coming around again on the map. That's somebody else.
My wife was working on a mining
Yeah, that's the
ship.
same dude. You're pacing backwards and forwards. Alright,
The
tell me
nights
about
are
your life.
cold, and there's not enough food. It is a place like any other. For now we are safe from the T0lval.
Exactly the same. Why are you fighting the
My
Romulans?
wife was working on a mining ship.
Seriously, you've all got exactly the same story. Why do you follow Obisek?
Obisek has a vision. He wants all Remans to be free from Romulan oppression. He wants us to have a world of our own, and not to have to beg for scraps from the Romulans' tables. Obisek will lead us to victory. I, for one, am happy to fight at his side.
Okay. The people here who aren't happy with Obisek's leadership?
Many of the people here have lost family members to the T0lval. It's hard to be happy about anything when all you're thinking about is what you don't have.
Not what I asked. You answered like a good politician. What do you want out of this war?
I want out. I will fight by Obisek's side until we are free. But then, I want to explore. I've had enough of despair. There are hundreds of ships that need a capable warrior. I will find one of them, leave this space, and never look back. Perhaps I will join the crew of a Klingon vessel.
Okay. A Klingon vessel? It says a Starfleet vessel here. Fair enough. You're gonna give me the same rhetoric. Why don't you want us here?
Obasek says we must trust you. He says we need allies and that your contacts in the Federation will help us. I am wary of the Federation, for they have always been our enemies. But I
I'd be
am
wary
willing
too.
to trust that you will look to the mutual interest of all our kind.
Okay. Why do you think Obasek is wrong?
I am old and I have seen much. I fought with Shinzon and he was obsessed with outsiders. He risked everything in a useless attack on the Federation. If he had thought more about our people and less about his hatred for humans, we would control the Empire today. Instead, we have nothing. This is what comes from dealing with outsiders.
Fair enough. What do you want then?
I want peace and I want quiet.
Spoken
All
like
of
a
my
true old
friends
guy.
and family are dead. I have no stake in this rebellion. I fight because that is all I know how to do. But this battle is my last. When it is over, I will find some place dark. And I will stay there for the rest of my days.
Fair enough. I'll leave you to it then. I know Obasek in here, I think. How do we get in here? Is the question. Is this the way we came in? No. We've already talked to that guy. Well, we can't get in that way. That door is obviously not. Yeah, they've got very few supplies, but I'm stealing them anyway. That one's open. Yeah, I'll keep running into that guy apparently.
This place won't be safe forever. We have to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. Prepare the... Ah, it's you. Welcome to the heart of the Resistance, little spy. There is so much for us to discuss, and so little time. The T0lval have discovered this, our last refuge. They will be here soon, and my people and I will have to fight for our lives. Yet one question remains. Will you be our friend, or our enemy?
Reaming Cape is freaking out. Let me scan some. Oh, well, it's contemplating that question. I don't really feel qualified to answer this question. It's not really up to me.
My hope is that you are here to talk. But I am prepared for the alternative.
Really?
The Tal Shiar could arrive at any time. Speak quickly.
Because we have a lot of questions. Why are you doing this? Why fight the Tal Shiar?
Why? You ask why? This
I know, it's
place
a dumb question.
is one of the last sanctuaries left to my people, and even it is lost to us now. The Romulans have driven us from our homes, destroyed our ships, and captured or killed our loved ones. They seek to exterminate us, and we will not go quietly. Understand, I do not want this war. I want freedom for my people. It is the Romulans and the Dark Masters they serve who have caused this. Now they must suffer the consequences. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Yeah, there's a lot. I kind of agree with your answer to that question. Let's see the order these attacks.
This campaign of terror is the Tal Shiar's doing, not the Empress's. Still, Sela does nothing to stop it. There is little love between the Empress and the Tal Shiar. Did you know that many years ago, she was exiled from Romulus for attempting to assassinate the head of their order? The Tal Shiar have their own masters, and Sela despises what she cannot control.
Okay, so maybe Sela's not a bad guy.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Why do you think the Tal Shiar are doing this?
Hakiv and the Tal Shiar no longer serve the Empire. The demons of air and darkness are their masters now. They whisper in the night for chaos and despair, and Hakiv gives them blood as tribute. Our blood.
Yeah, the demons of air and darkness, the Iconians. Dun, dun, dun.
Is there anything else you
Are
wish
the
to
Iconians
ask?
all dead? Tell me more about these demons.
I have never seen one of these demons, and I will not speak their name, but I know they exist. Eons ago, they ruled this part of the galaxy. After thousands of years of tyranny and death, the races they ruled rose up against them, driving them from their home world into unexplored space. We thought they had been destroyed. We were wrong. The demons of air and darkness survive, and they hunger for revenge.
Somehow I think that this part of the story here may come into play a lot later on.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Do you still have T0lval weapons? That's a bit of a dumb question, I'm pretty sure he does.
A small supply. They are terrible things. Weapons of war so horrible, they should have never been invented at all. But they were. And my enemies are great. If I must resort to barbarism to free my people, that is not too high of a price to pay.
He's got WMDs.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Have you tried to find a peaceful solution with the Tal Shiar? Seriously, am I asking this question?
There will be no peace. Not while Hakiv lives. This is not a problem that can be solved by diplomacy. Hakiv kills my people, I kill his. That is how it will be, until one of us is dead. Is there anything else
Fair
you wish to
enough.
ask?
What do you want from me?
We need your help. Talk to Starfleet Command. Tell them what you have seen. Tell them if my people are to survive, we need assistance. Starships, soldiers, medicine, protection for the refugees. I'm asking for the Federation's aid. You claim to be an organization dedicated to freedom for all peoples. Tell me, will you help my people now?
Actually, I don't think we do claim to be an organisation dedicated to the freedom for all peoples. We're actually an organisation dedicated to the freedom of all member worlds of the Federation and non-interference with everybody else. But we'll see.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Right, so we have two options now. I can ask him to surrender, and I will see that you are treated fairly, or I may not agree with your tactics, but I will not stop you. Right. I'm going to go with this one anyway, because if I do try and stop him, I'm interfering with an internal affair of the Romulan Empire, and Starfleet Commander's got to make a decision on that, not me. Even though I have been attacking random Romulan ships.
I am glad you see things my way. Get instructions from your commanders if you must, but the battle rages, and we must join it. With your help, my people will be free.
Okay, I'm gonna let Obisek go.
I'm pleased you see that my cause is just. We can do great...
Sir, Romulan transporter signals detected.
I will return to my ship and attempt to hold off their forces. Help my soldiers defend this base. Start the evacuation.
I
We must
shouldn't
get
be
the
doing that,
civilians
but
out.
okay, I'm here, so...
Tal-Shiar have entered the base.
Commander Rauschna,
Yeah, they're
transport the
gonna shoot
reinforcements
me,
here.
so I need to defend
Tell them
myself.
to
That's
assist
the way I'm
our
gonna
new
justify
ally.
it.
Security forces transporting.
Fight well, my friend. My people are counting on you.
Lovely. Captain. The hell are you supposed to? We've lost our transporter lock on you and the away team. Great, the Tal-Shiar must have activated a transport inhibitor. Well, I thought we had a magnetic shield around us anyway. You need to find that inhibitor and shut it down. Cool. Hand phasers at the ready. It's the wrong door, isn't it? Let's try that again. And go the correct way this time. Hello. It's done. On your ass. Transport inhibitor appears to be this way. No, I didn't do. I didn't clean up my power tray, did I? Things a bit easier. Right, Louis, come back here. Well, the Remans are engaging. Let them engage. I'm gonna drag that, stick it up. Oh, I'm late to the party, never mind. Didn't fail. Don't want a lockbox.
Personal shield losing power.
With that accolade. That's for getting shot with a disruptor.
Personal shield losing power.
Get the loot. Right, there we go. The Ream should be able to handle it from here. We should return to the ship and report to Admiral Tenay. Yeah. Obsec trusts us. I don't know if he's right about the outside influence on Hakiv's actions, but I'm sure that he believes these demons are real. If there is someone directing Hakiv to attack the Remans, this isn't a purely internal matter. Now, and the requirements of the Prime Directive aren't as clear. Yeah, they are. Even if he's wrong, Obisek is asking for the Federation's help. Without it, the Remans may be exterminated. Are we supposed to simply ignore the genocide? Well, no, because first of all, the Prime Directive is very clear. Even if somebody's influencing the Tal Shiar, that's got nothing to do with us. It's still an internal matter unless they ask for help. The Remans just ask for help. So therefore, we can help them. Okay, it says we don't have to go
I
back, do we?
sympathize with Obasek's plight, but I do not know if we will be able to assist him. He has no proof of these demons that he claims are directing Hakiv's actions. Without that, becoming directly involved in this conflict would be a violation of the Prime Directive.
Told you.
We will protect the Federation, offer aid to the refugees, and keep this conflict from spilling over into our territory. But if Obasek and his followers are going to continue this fight, they will do so without Starfleet support.
Okay. So we're gonna get tactical consoles. We're gonna have 3 tactical consoles and the rifle. Okay.
I have
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
There we go. Level 18. 2 levels to go till we hit Commander. Tanae's got another mission. We're not going to play through another mission today. For obvious reasons, it'll take a while. And we've got to go to Deep Space Nine, which is quite a trek away. But we can pick this up. There is more going on here. We can't just ignore it.
I agree with you. There is more to this story, and we must continue to follow the trail until all is revealed. As I have said, directly assisting the Remans against the Tal Shiar would be interfering with an internal affair, and that is prohibited by Starfleet regulations. However, I will authorize you to continue investigating this matter. If you can find evidence that supports Obasek's claims, then more options will be open to us.
Changing tone of voice when she said investigating. We're being held by Obasek. Putting him on the screen now. The Reman Resistance is very much in need of your help. Coliseum. Oh.
My contacts tell me that Starfleet has rejected my request for military assistance. That is regrettable, but not unexpected. The Tal Shiar are formidable opponents, as are the forces directing their action. I understand why the Federation would hesitate to engage them directly. So today I appeal to you, not as an ally in battle, but as a person of compassion. My people need your help. I need your help. One of our ships was carrying a load of T0lval weapons through the Nopata system. That ship has disappeared. There are no indications there was a battle. It's as if my ship and its cargo simply vanished. I know you have your reservations about the lengths to which I will go to secure the freedom of my people. Tell me, if you do not trust me with T0lval weapons, do you want Hakiv to have them? I can provide you with the last coordinates of the vessel. Please help me. Do what you will with the weapons, if they survive. But find my people.
Alright. Go to the Nopata system, which is located in the T0lval sector block, and search for a missing Reman vessel. Reman prototype covariant shield array. That is pretty good if memory serves. Right, we're going to accept that mission. That'll be next week's. That's a really good mission, actually. I really enjoy that one. I'm going to exit there. Let's take a look at the rewards that we got. Oh, new duty officers. And there it is, popped in there. We've got to double click on that and open it. We've got 3 new duty officers. Help tremendously. Right, let's have a here. Right, so we got some TAC consoles. Right, that one will give me 8.8% beam weapon damage, which is better than the 3.8% phaser damage I'm getting from that console right now. Torpedo weapon, cannon. Right, we'll definitely put that on. The reason I'm not putting torpedoes on, torpedoes don't fire as often as the beams, so therefore this would be less useful than this. Anything else that we've got shipped there? That's the one. Is that the one we took off last time? Or that one? Not as good. Oh yeah, well, I forgot we've got a little Horta non-combat pet. Review. Almost everything else can be sold. Review the disrupt rifle. You can have that. It's a better one. Right, armor. Oh, got Mark III armor. Better. Shields, Mark II, Mark III. Some Mark II shields. Swapping all the stuff down. And that one. Oh, I've got some Mark IV shields there. We have the Mark IV shields. Which means you can get some Mark III. And you can have some Mark II. Got some more Mark IV shields. I'm not looking properly. This is the problem. Right. I think we can trash everything else that's in there now. So we'll go to the replicator. Recycle. Right, we don't want to recycle those or that. We'll start here, there, and just go down. What is that? Oh, from our duty officer assignment. We'll keep that. That earned us 11,000 energy credits, so now we're up to 35,000. Close you. Right, duty officer assignments. Some of these on the go, and then we'll go over to DS9. Say contraband. Always like that one. You've not got much there, have you? So we will do first. We don't accidentally start using the R&D holograms. So let's just get them underway. Right, yeah. So yeah, provisions and medical supplies. No. Replicate. Medical supplies 1. Provisions 5. It's back. Up some more colonists while we're at it. So 11 assignments on the go. This little lot should... Actually, we need to save some duty officers because it's a duty officer assignment and I can't remember whether I need a duty officer to do it, to hand in the contraband, so we'll do that in a minute. Right, we've got 1 space skill point. Already got all those, so we're going to go there, that. Notice I still haven't spent any points in Lieutenant Commander, even though I'm nearly a commander, which will unlock this lot. Right. So, open up the map. That's where we're going to be going. But, we want to go to Deep Space Nine. Got to plot a course to the Alpha Quadrant. Oh, you're having a laugh. We're still stuck in the star. I wonder if that'll work. Yeah, I don't normally like doing this. Let's try that again. So what I did there, instead of trying to log out, which I don't think would have worked because we went into the mission, came out and we're still stuck in the star. So I used, on here you can click that and brings up that, and I hit the transwarp, which basically just jumps you across to wherever you're going to start to, wherever your starting location is for the mission. So yeah, warp 6.67, and we've got lots of light years to cover. I think, well, what have we got in this one? Electric plasma flow, system flow. This is a really useful skill. I mean, we need, what, 1 more to get that. This is shield restoration. Those are really useful to have. But I think we'll leave that until a bit later. So when we hit 19, we'll get that. Level 20, we'll get this. Got your control expertise, we're not going to bother with. Targeting, definitely. Defensive maneuvering, not so much. Something we might come back to. Hull plating, definitely. Damage control, possibly. Shield regeneration, shield harness again. Weapon amplification. These are again useful. So yeah, we'll hit this one at level 19. Level 20, we're gonna get that. We may get one of those. not too bothered about those. Not bothered about that. Not bothered about that. Definitely bothered about these. So as we're going through the commander levels, we're going to try and get a couple of these before moving on. Again, you know, like your skills, or where you spend your skill points is entirely up to you. There's no right way, there's no wrong way of doing it. Just, you've got to think what you want out of your character, what you want out of your build, really. But it is a good idea to have all, most, if not all, of these skills. They get a bit more specialist as you're leveling up from there. Yeah, so I find these important, but I like to be a bit tanky. So, shield capacity, hull restoration is always good. Shield restoration's useful as well, but not as important as the other stuff. For now. Random abandoned ship over there. Shall we go and investigate it? Or did we already investigate that one? Where are we? Oh, we investigated one over there, didn't we? Let's alter course and have a look. Big rubber band. Bring us to a full stop. Crafting materials. That was definitely worth a look. Let's carry on. Fly right by Vulcan. Warspite. Somebody actually called Warspite in the Bulgaria. Bit of an odd name for a character, but there you go. Oh, we have a patrol in there. Let's reverse. Let's do the patrol. We might as well do something useful on the way. Captain, we've detected an Orion Syndicate dry dock facility in this system. Syndicate has set up multiple dry dock stations, and there's a sizable guard attachment as well. Starfleet Command has authorized us to stop the Syndicate's operations in the system. Destroy the dry dock structures in the system. Let's do it. The Syndicate are allied with the Klingons, and we're currently at war with the Klingons as far as we're concerned in the story right now, so cheek of them setting up dry docking deep inside Federation space.
Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
We fired a lot of quantum torpedoes in quick succession there. That's due to those bridge officers we put on active duty, if you remember. That reduce the cooldown, or have a random chance to reduce the cooldown of the torpedo. Do work on that accuracy skill and we should get less of that.
Target shield has failed.
Oh, I need polarized hull. I hate tracked beams. Tech upgrade. Those are used to improve your weapons, both in mark and quality. Cost dilithium to do it. We're not gonna bother with the weapons that we've got right now, but we're gonna save that for much later.
Ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
One more.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
And we've got little interceptors to deal with as well.
Target shield has failed.
I'm not sure what happened there, but it looked like I shot myself in the ass with a torpedo. Yep. Completely not.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
There we go, level 19. That's 2 levels so far. Right, so we're going to get that. Yeah, this is flashing. Alright, so I can choose either Hangar Health, your Hangar Pets have 10% maximum hold capacity, or Battery Expertise, increase the duration of most battery and device effects by 100%. Now, I'm not 100% sure whether that affects this. I know it affects things like the red matter capacitor and the engine shields and weapons batteries, auxiliary batteries and stuff. But as soon as we don't have anything with a hangar, we might as well take that anyway. And we're unlikely to get anything with a hangar. Where are we? Facing the wrong way. Maybe going that way. There's Pajama, there's Vulcan. And no, we won't have to travel all this way on the way back because we can just use the transwarp. But we'll do that next week anyway. We'll start at Deep Space Nine, just transwarp. We can't enter the Vulcan system, there is a social zone there, both in space and on ground. And this is what happens when you reach the edge of the map. Good, there we go. We are clear to enter the Alpha Quadrant. Go to the Alpha Quadrant.
The Lucari call this system home. Some of our neighbors, like the Deferi and the Denobulans, have been most welcoming. Others, like the Nakul and the Zenkathi, have been somewhat cold and distant. Even hostile.
Let's turn over. Then up. Right, and if we look down here, Beja, wormhole, Deep Space Nine. Now sometimes, there you go. These are the free transwarps. I can go directly to the Sol system, the Fleet Starbase, or to the Beta Quadrant because we're in. I don't know if we can do the Alpha Quadrant right now. No, we can't. Otherwise, it'd be grayed out. So you get certain preset destinations where you can go as you level up and you unlock the areas. There are ships that have more transwarp destinations, like the Excelsior class. The Excelsior is a sea store ship, but there's a lot more options there because the Excelsior comes with like transwarp driver standard or something. I can't remember exactly how it's supposed to work in the game. Because it was designed as a transwarp ship, you get more transwarp destinations. And yeah, they've managed to get it to work by 2410. Ironically, the person that was possibly joining me looks like they're not. They've been held back at work. Was better suited to talk about the Excelsior because it's their favourite ship.
After the devastation of the Dominion War, the Cardassians chose a path that would lead their planet to prosperity and democracy. Not everyone agreed with this choice. A secret organization dedicated to the return of the Cardassian Union and the Obsidian Order plagues Federation and Cardassian forces, seeking to overturn newfound freedoms in favor of oppression and aggression. In the end, the fight to save Deep Space Nine may be the battle that decides the fate of the Quadrant.
More on that later. Yeah. That's the Fleet dilithium mine. You can go there and the fleet can unlock things that you can buy there. You can unlock a mining daily to mine dilithium. There's also this place here, which is a Ferengi mining operation. You can go there and mine dilithium. There's like a daily mission to do it. Oops. We find out all that dilithium that we got earlier. Approach Deep Space Nine. But I love the loading screens here. And here we are. The wormhole's over there somewhere. It occasionally opens up. An assimilated Odyssey class. Right. Welcome to the extremely accurate representation of Deep Space Nine, except for one thing. Its size. It is way too big. I mean, that thing dwarfs a Galaxy class, and the Galaxy class barely fits in here in the show. Deep Space Nine is supposed to be very small and insignificant, and that's the point. Right, so we can beam. We can beam into directly to ops, or we can dock. Just dock. This is a place I always get lost in because everything looks the same as you're walking around, and I've been known to walk around it 3 or 4 times before finding what I need to find, even though everything's signposted. Oh, they're loading again. I was a bit juddery here and I have no idea why. The Orion and the fishbowl. Right. Here we are. Garrick's clothes. No, Garrick is in there, and there's a reason behind that, which you find out about later. We want the security office, Odo's office, which I think is probably behind us. It's across from Quark's. Yes, we can go up to the upper levels. We can go up to ops. They just recently revamped this entire place, and they've done a fantastic job at it. And bear in mind, in the show you don't really see that much of the promenade. You only see like half of it, I think. There's the bank and the exchange. And obviously they wouldn't have things like that. There's one of the replomats. I think that's Odo's office there. But is it Odo's office? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's quite a lot of the Deep Space Nine cast here, and obviously they shouldn't be if you watch DS9 and figure out how much later on this is set, but there is a story reason behind it which we find out later. Bear in mind, we're not supposed to be here yet. But yeah, there's Quark and there's Mon.
What can I get for you?
Buy food, buy drink, sell him stuff. Talk to Mon. That's a joke. You can play Dabo. Bajoran Temple. It's all here. It's really cool. Promenade directory, and it's just as silly as it was in the show. If I can actually get a shot. If I remember correctly, there's some stuff somewhere on here. Just funny. And there's some references, but if you want to pause it and read through. Right, we'll go into all those. Need to go around the back. We're going to use that door or that door. The holding cells. It's Ming the Merciless. It is Ming the Merciless. Wow. Okay. We want to talk to this Starfleet security officer. Turn over contraband. There we go. Oh, we need 5. I thought it was 3. Oh dear. But this is how you do it. And you get 2,000 dilithium. Oh, never mind. If I get a critical, and it is only if I get a critical on that mission that I've just started running. Might be able to do it next time. Right. Okay, well let's see what else we've got. Just to fill things up. Anything else here that we can do? Not really. Right, how many have we got? 13. Oh, we've got one complete. Oh! Oh! Like reward. There we go, we got 5. Big an assignment. How lucky is that? Right, so we got that going. We'll complete that for next time. Right, well, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for joining me again. If you catch it on the replay, don't forget to like and subscribe. It all helps. And with any luck, I will see you at the same time next week. And we'll be doing Colosseum. Bye.